Matthew 28:19 gives us a very clear mission statement. Go, make disciples. Bring people into the kingdom, and go, make disciples. In this process of making disciples, over the last decade or so, I've spent trying to figure out what in the world does that mean? What exactly does that mean to grow someone up in Christ? And a lot of you have been in church all your life and have been down the path of knowing that, well, when you get saved, there's some things you do. And when you ask, well, how do you do that? How do you make disciples? Let's list a few. What kind of things do we hear in church that says, let's make disciples? You get saved, what do? Go to Sunday school class. What else? Get baptized. And after you're baptized, the goal is to make a disciple. So what do? Go to church. And you guys ever been to church? What else are you supposed to do? Worship and pray. Thank you. And how about this? Read the Bible. You okay with that? And we've heard these for years, haven't we? And yet an interesting thing kind of occurs because some of you have done all this. Go to church every week, pray, read the Bible sometimes. But nothing's really happened. Some of you know people that go to church, pray, and read the Bible, and you know there's been an amazing transformation in their life. But then you know other people that go to church, pray, and read the Bible, and you know you don't really see much transformation at all. In fact, you don't really see much of a difference between them now and before they were a Christian. Are we okay there? Yeah? So what's the difference? What's the difference? Well, Jesus in the book of Luke gives us a glimpse of kind of what that difference might be. And so we're going to turn to Luke chapter 6. And here, this is out of the Message. The Message is a paraphrased version of the Bible, but I love kind of how it lays it out here, what Jesus said. You don't get wormy apples off a healthy tree, nor good apples off a diseased tree. The health of the apple tells the health of the tree. You must begin with your own life-giving lives. It's who you are, not what you say and do, that counts. Your true being brims over into your true words and deeds. A few years ago, for the first time, I grasped this thought that says it's who you are, not what you say and do, that counts. And I thought, that's kind of a very different approach to this church life, where we have this concept that it's not what I do that counts. I thought everything about religion was about what I do. In Sunday school class, it seemed like that's what really was taught to me, to do right and don't do wrong. And yet we get this glimpse of what Jesus is saying. He says, no, wait, it's different than that. It's kind of like this, like a tree. And you have these apples. And the health of the apples tell the health of the tree. In other words, kind of what's inside the tree creates the fruit of that tree, or what comes out of that. But he's talking about our lives, so what does he mean by that? Because he's not really talking about a tree here, he's talking about us. So what does he mean when he says the inside of the tree brims over into these apples? What is the tree of us? Character. What's inside of us?
Core.
What?
Core.
Our core. What is that? Let's think about what exactly is inside of ourself. What are the things inside of ourselves that we deal with on a daily basis? Our thoughts. Our mind, right? That's inside of ourselves. Our thoughts. What else? Our emotions. Perfect. What else? Now you agree this is all part of our core, right? This is all part of our character, absolutely. But when we start thinking about what is it exactly that goes on inside of us, we realize that inside is made up of things like our thoughts and our emotions. And what else? Our feelings. What's going to heaven someday? Our spirit. Perfect. Is that inside of us? Absolutely. And so we get this glimpse of what Jesus, again, is talking about. He says, it's not what you say and do that counts. It's this stuff that's inside of you. And then he says that brims over, and I love that. Brims over into what? What are the apples?
Fruit.
They're fruit. What's fruit? What is it? Our actions. See, in Luke 6 it says, your true being brims over into your true words and deeds. Right? So he gives us that. Our actions and our words, our deeds. See, religion for a long time has been about this do. But Jesus came and said, no, this isn't about the do, it's about the being.